In this Pilates for Strength video, we're going to work on core abdominals. All you're going to need is you, your mat, and 15 minutes. We're going to start lying on our tummies. So you want to find space where you can lie completely flat and have your forearms in parallel with your elbows underneath your shoulders. Hang your head down first of all. Then we're going to scoop up. We're going to start by lifting our head away from the floor, pressing your palms into the mat, lengthening back out through your neck. Then lift your chest up, followed by your ribs, followed by your belly, lifting your hips up so that you're just weight bearing on your arms and your knees, and there's a little rounded shape through your spine. And now lower back down through your hips, through your tummy, release your chest, look forwards. Okay, let's go again. Let's tuck our chin, neck straight down, lift your chest, lift your ribs, start to lift your tummy and then your hips. Lift up nice and high, but try not to push back. Keep the weight directly over the top of your elbows, and that's where you're going to feel all your tummy muscles suck up and on. Lower through your hips, lower through your tummy, drop your chest, look forwards. Again, let's tuck our chin like you're holding an apple underneath there. Lift your chest, lift your ribs, lift your abs up and in. Stay over your elbows. Pause here, breathe in. Breathe out, lower down through your hips, through your tummy, through your chest, look forwards. Keep it flowing through here. So you are working on that abdominal strength, just waking up through the whole core, front and back, giving yourself a little bit of mobility. 2 more. Keep breathing all the way through. Try not to hold your breath. 1 more. And release all the way back down. Look forwards. From here, you're going to take your right hand towards your left elbow. Bend your knees and roll onto your right hand side. We're going to work on the waist. Breathe out, lift up until there's a straight line running through your whole spine in between your legs. Breath in, come down, drop this arm over your head. Breath out, press up. Breath in, come down. You're just side bending through your waist. It's like a little abdominal crunch, but a side raise on one. Use your out breath to push, in breath to lower. Out breath, push, in breath, lower. 5, 4, 3, squeeze your legs together, 2. I want you to hold this next one up. Now thread the arm underneath you, lift through your abs. This is a crunch through your tummy now. And then you're going to uncurl, push your hips forwards. Send your hips back, send that arm through, twist and wring out your tummy muscles. Take that arm back up to the sky. Breathe out to twist, wring out your tummy muscles. Breathe in, come back up towards the ceiling. Keep your tummy drawn up and in so you're using your deep tummy muscles all the way through. 3. Breathe, 2, and 1, and release down. We're going to roll back through center, coming onto your knees. This is a strength series, so we're not going to take many breaks. Palms down onto the floor, and from here I want you just to tuck under your tailbone and look in at your belly button, and then flatten back out. Small little tummy crunch here. I've got my legs lifted, just on my knees and forearms. Look in at your tummy button. Straighten out your back. So you're coming into this slight rounded spine with your tailbone underneath you, all of your six pack on and active. And then you're going to flatten out into a neutral spine. Don't sink down too much, just neutral spine. And then you curl and find that crunch again. And then flatten out. And again, curl and find your crunch. Flatten out. 3, 2, 1. Come back to here, release your feet, take your left hand to your right elbow and come onto your left forearm. Squeezing your legs together, taking your arm up towards the sky. We're going to drop our hips and then we're going to press back up to the ceiling. Drop and press. So you're facing the other way, working on the other side. Keep your elbow underneath your shoulder, that's really important, and squeeze your legs together. Last 3. Hold the neck next one up for me. And 6 twists. Blow all your air out. Look underneath your left arm. Wring out your tummy muscles. Breathe in, open up. Breathe out, wring out your tummy muscles. Look underneath your left arm. Breathe in, open up. Use your whole breath to twist around. And release. 3 more. 2. Last one. And then from here, we're going to rotate back onto our front with our forearms down. This time, we're going to release our legs down. So you want to tuck your toes underneath you. And if you can, squeeze your thighs and lift your legs up off the floor so you're in your forearm plank. If you need to, pop your knees back down. Otherwise, just hold and breathe. We're going to do a full 30 seconds. Think about your tummy corset. If you were going to put on a corset, you would lace up that corset starting at your lower waist around your pelvic floor. Tightening those laces together, pulling the left and right side together. Keep coming up through your trunk around your belly button until you feel that tighten around your rib cage. Hold and breathe that corset on for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop onto your knees, push your bottom back. Come into a little shell stretch here for me, trying to ease your bottom down. Take all of the weight out of your arms before we come into our lying set. All right, so if you start seated at the top of your mat, we're going to come all the way down to the floor. So nice straight spine, tuck under your tailbone and curl all the way down to the floor. Pressing 1 vertebra at a time down into the mat. Coming down, head and shoulders come down. Take your hands just up to the ceiling. We're going to do that again. Breathe out, curl up. Lift up off of the floor. Use a pull on the back of your legs if you need to. Otherwise, keep that breath out. Think about pushing your ribs down to your pelvis and then straighten up. Come back down, tuck under your tail, curl through your body, C-shape your spine, using that whole 6-pack, hands to the ceiling. And again, breathe out, blow your air out. Think about pushing your ribs down towards your pelvis, straighten up. 2 more, curl all the way down. And all the way back up. Use your out breath to help you through. Blowing out is going to engage your deep tummy muscle and your diaphragm. Let's come all the way back up one more time before we start our roll-up sequence. So now we're going to roll down halfway. We're going to use those tummy muscles. You want to find a position where your tummy pulls in. So here's your 6-pack running from ribs to pubic bone. You are going to shorten your 6-pack. You're going to roosh it up and tighten all of those muscles. Then you're going to breathe out and you're going to pull back through your right elbow and breathe in, come to center. Breathe out left elbow, breathe into center. So notice my back isn't straight, it's rounded. If you have any problems with your disc, it's a better idea just to straighten out the back and not take it so far. Otherwise, we're going to C-curve, we're going to shorten those abs. Breathe out and twist, breath in and center. Breathe out and twist, breath in and center. Find all of your tummy muscles, work through them here. For 4, for 3, 2, 1. Pause in the middle here. So it feels like a bit of a shaky position. I want you to go back 1 inch, curl up 1 inch. Find and embrace that shake. Where does it feel the hardest? Can you work there for me? Down and up. 30 seconds. Down and up. Tuck under your bottom, squeeze into your abs, curl back up. Embrace that shaky movement. Stay in the shake. 15 seconds. Keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way up. Pause here just a moment. All right, next time we're going to take our arms up and overhead. We're lengthening the lever, increasing the challenge even more. Tuck your tailbone underneath you, curl backwards. From here, breathe out, take your arms up. Breathe in, take your arms down. Breathe out, taking your arms up, zip up and in through tummy. Breathe in, arms down. Breath out, arms up. Breath in, down. Breath out. Breath in. Curl back maybe a little bit more and keep that flow. Palms up. Palms down, push to the sky, press to the floor. Breathe out, in, 6, 5, last 4, 2, find that shaky position, go further if you can for that last 1. Hold it here, hands out in front of you and with control. Lower yourself, vertebra at a time, down onto the mat. Good work, team. All right, so now we come into our supine sets. The first time in this core series we're lying down. On the mat, I want you to just notice that your pelvis should be in middle position, so neutral. You don't want a giant arch of your back up off the floor, but equally you don't want your back pressed into the floor. Just tip your pelvis away a little bit so there's space for you to slide your hand underneath your lower back. All right, now from here, you're going to lift your left leg up, tabletop. Zip up through your lower tummy, slide your right leg up, join the left. Tap your left leg down, lift it up, and then the right. And you're just going to work on this marching motion, peeling away just from your hip, but the whole centre section stays still. Your tummy is drawn in, you've got that corset on, making sure your back doesn't press into the mat. And then we go. Let's start walking those legs away, reach them further away, try and touch the other side of your mat. So you've got a longer lever. Still keeping the tummy drawn in, making sure the back doesn't change shape. You're only moving from your hip. You don't need your back to move. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. If your hip flexors are starting to work too much, pop your legs down or rest your legs up on a chair. Your hands are going to come behind your head. Zip up through your tummy like you're putting on a pair of jeans, and then breathe out, curl up and meet that zipper. Breath in, come back down. Breathe out, zip up your jeans, curl up. Breath in, come back down. You want to keep your chin off of your chest, so you're looking straight up towards the ceiling. You're using the upper 2 of your 6-pack. You're using the lower 2 to keep your legs up. And the middle 2 will get a little bit of love in a minute. Give me 4. 2. 1 more. And release. Arms down by your side, press the backs of your arms down. Just lift your hips up to take the load out of the front of your hips. Before we move into the second set, we're going to add a twist. Bottom comes back down. One leg comes up. Zip up into your tummy, the other leg comes up. Can you start with one leg stretch for me here? Breathe out, reach one leg away. Breath in, return. Squeeze your thigh, point your toe. Same principle in your lower back. Your tummy shouldn't push up or pull in. You're just tightening through the tummy muscles. Zipping up your tummy, making sure your back doesn't press into the mat. You could just about slide your hand in between you and your mat. Reach away. The lower that leg goes, the harder it is. So if you do feel a bit of rock and rolling going on in your back, just go high with your legs until you've built up that low tummy strength through repetition. All right, last 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause it here. Take your hands behind your head. Now we're going to curl up for crisscross. So I'm going to come into that last position where we're curling up. We're going to work and focus on all of the 6-pack muscles now. Breathe out, twist up and over to the right as you kick your left leg away. Come to centre. To the left. Centre. Right. Centre. Alternate side to side. Keep that twist moving from left to right. Try not to roll on your hips. So your bottom imprint that it's making on the mat should stay the same all the way through. Can you make some contact, elbow to knee? Can you touch that knee with your elbow? Breathe out. Give me 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Into the middle, lower your head down, legs down, and you're going to lift your hips up. Got one more set. We're going to make it a little bit harder. So pause here to open up through the hips. So if these 2 felt like challenge enough, stay there. Otherwise, I'm going to push you up onto your elbows to really work on the inner range part of your core. All right, so when those hips have had a stretch, drop down, and then I want you to curl up until your elbows touch the mat. So you want to press your elbows into the floor. If they're right up here underneath your shoulders, the tummy doesn't work very much. They have to be at least halfway towards your hips. The closer they are towards your hips, the more your tummy's going to come on. And then here we go. We're going to toe tap. Breath out. and in. See if you can breathe out for 2, in for 2, out for 2, in for 2. Curl up, look somewhere over the top of your knees. I'm going a bit quicker now, as one leg's coming down, the other leg's coming up. Trying to hold that crunch. Can we go quicker still? Maybe breathing in for 4 and out for 4. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold in tabletop. Each time you reach one leg away, I want you to curl up like you're going to give the other knee a kiss. Come back, lift up just 1 inch, you're nearly there, you're in your last minute. Last little bit of a challenge. Just 6 to go and you're out. Breathe out, curl up towards your knees. Breathe out, curl up. Point your toe, reach away for 4, for 3, for 2, last one. And slowly lower down towards the mat. Whole body stretch, lengthen your arms away, point your toes. Great session, guys, thank you.